Sick of the mundane, switch off your brain. Join Matt, Sam and Rick just to get a good kick out of you and I. Somewhere close to average, it's the Dimbers Show.
Welcome to the Dimbers Show. We're back, season 4. It's been a while since we did one of these. And I'll get it out of the way now before I introduce the people that you might be able to see, or you might not, who knows. So we're going to put video up for this, apparently. Maybe. Who knows? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then just forget I ever mentioned it. So you can go to YouTube and find it. Just search the Dimbers Show, I guess. Who knows? I don't even know what channel name we've got yet, because we've not set one up. So let's start with Sam. Sam, do you want to give a little wave?
No.
No, he doesn't. But hopefully you just saw him move towards the microphone. And hopefully he's in better definition than I can currently see him in. Currently, he looks like his video was recorded on a Nokia 3210.
Well, it actually is.
A broken Nokia 3210 as well.
Or it looks like you're recorded on the Game Boy camera.
Or it looks like I have about 16 meg broadband and I'm watching the football.
Yeah,
you can watch the football as well. I mean, we'll be lucky to get audio out of Sam
Yeah.
today. Video is a real push.
That's Rick. He's in his new abode. He spent the last month, maybe not a whole month, but within the last month, he moved to another unknown location.
Multiple unknown locations.
How do you know it's a
Someone
different one?
discovered the last one. I had to leave.
Yeah, Sam showed
Someone
up.
found me.
He was behind the curtain
Yeah,
in the
did,
last
yeah.
episode, I believe.
Yeah.
If you see me
Correct.
randomly looking up, it's because they're on the screen above me, because I look up to them both. Sometimes I idolise them.
Metaphorically and literally.
Yeah, and I'm staring into a very bright light, so if I blink a lot, who cares? That's my problem, not
You got
yours.
a ring light on, have you?
I have got a ring light on, and it's really hurting my eyes already.
Much, innit?
Yeah,
You got a ring light, Sam?
Oh, yeah, I got one there, got one there, got one here.
Unbelievable.
I think what he said is he's got
Unnatural
one there,
lighting.
he's got one here, he's got one there. I
I've lost
It's on
connection.
me.
I think that's what he said.
I thought it was supposed to get better as the series went on. Usually the production value goes up.
No,
Well, I mean,
my,
series 4, we've got Sam filming on a potato with janky audio because he's watching a Tottenham game.
no,
in
the
the
Tottenham
background.
game's gone now. I can't watch
He's
it.
literally phoning it
No,
in.
the
He's
football
not
game's
even
gone.
watching the
football
gone.
game's gone.
It's all right.
1-0 down, have they?
Yeah, no, they haven't yet.
So this was originally going to be a Halloween episode. Evidently, Halloween has passed.
You say
Could be
evidently.
next year.
So
It'll
this is
come
going to
back
be.
again, don't worry.
I think Rick used the term spooky. I'm pretty sure you used the term spooky, so that's what we'll go with, Rick. Okay, spooky. So
And
yeah.
that's just because the cameras are on.
Yeah. What's spooky about it?
what
What have you got planned for us?
spooky season.
the
What have
bar
I
up
got
behind
planned for it? I don't overly like Halloween. I don't like
Fair
trick or treating.
Well, now we know why it wasn't a Halloween special, don't we?
Why? I can go
What?
off on a
Judging
rant
by
on
what
trick
you
or
just
treating if
said.
you want, Rick. Do you want the rant this early on in season 4?
Well, for trick or treat.
Yeah.
What's wrong with trick or treat?
Okay. The reason I don't like
I'm
trick or
not
treating.
defending it either.
Here we go.
You spend
You
three.
personally, you don't like other people doing it, or what?
It's gonna be really awkward.
I don't like it. 364 days of the year. If you have children, you teach them. Don't take sweets from strangers. Don't talk to strangers. Apart from this very specific day where you can deliver yourself to the front door, talk to strangers, and ask them for sweets. What's the point?
So I would have.
Yeah, but you could say the same thing about Uber. You were taught your entire life, don't get in cars with strangers, don't speak to strangers. Now you use your mobile phone
Okay,
to beckon a complete stranger to get in the car and drive somewhere.
Or an
and
ambulance.
would you say the same to a 7-year-old?
I'm assuming
Yeah,
the
they shouldn't be
7-year-old.
using Uber either.
I'm assuming a 7-year-old's trick or treating with an adult.
Who knows?
Well, it's a bit-
Who knows?
Piers Sam's come to the Halloween party as a Dalek. Lovely. I didn't know we were doing sound effects on the audio. They get added in.
No, I think I
post-production,
heard
do they?
what you said, Sam. You said is a 10-year-old going trick or treating with an adult? And I would say
I
if
actually
you're
said 7
trick-or-treating
because you
at
said
10,
7. But...
If you're trick or treating at 10, you're too old.
Yeah, what's
sorry.
the cut-off? It's about 7 or 8, I would say.
When you know the real Christmas, that's the cut-off for me.
I've just seen her walk in as well.
What?
Kids have just walked in, Matt. They're behind you. That's ruined.
Wow.
The real
Guess who doesn't need to go
Christmas, the real
trick or
meaning
treating
of
ever
Christmas.
again? Guess who doesn't need to go trick or treating? Who's the real winner? That would be me.
I imagine you didn't
So, yeah.
anyway.
Not a massive fan of Halloween, personally.
Great start to the episode.
Rick, do you like
Welcome to
Halloween?
the spooky hour.
Would you like Halloween?
No, not particularly. I don't like Halloween, to be perfectly honest with
Why
you.
not?
I wouldn't go as far as I hate it. I think for me, it gets in the way. I'm a big fan of autumn in general.
Yeah.
I think we've been over this before in the podcast.
A few times.
I like Christmas, and
Okay.
I don't really like Halloween taking up so much space in the shops. I like the Christmas stuff.
So where does
Halloween and bonfire night, I really don't like. This period we're in right now, Halloween bonfire night. I'm not a fan.
So where would Halloween rank as far as public holidays? You know, you've got your Easters, you've got Christmas, New Year.
Is it a public holiday now? Is it?
I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right. It's way down the list at the bottom. I'd say.
What is it below Easter?
Yeah, 100%.
Fair
I
enough.
don't mind Easter. 100%. It's right down there. I put bonfire night below it.
I don't mind a bonfire
I hate
night.
bonfire night even more so. Yeah, but now I've got a dog, and Sam
Oh,
could
yeah.
probably attest.
I think
it's
Sam
not
froze
fun.
about
It's
10
not the
minutes
most
ago,
fun.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, he's still there. Cool. Yeah, he said he's still here.
Can confirm I'm still here.
I mean,
Any opinion on bonfire night, Sam, or should we wait until 10 minutes?
we might as well
when
wait
you
till
get the
bonfire
audio?
night. Yeah, you
No.
haven't moved. You haven't moved in about 5 minutes, Sam. But go on. What are you saying about bonfire night? You a fan?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He still thinks we're talking about Halloween.
Yeah. So when you
So
go
I would say for
trick-or-treating
Easter.
at 7,
He's answering questions from last season's quiz.
Probably
Probably still
go
getting
back.
that right,
Let's
isn't
not
it?
go back there. Rest in peace, Aragon. So yeah.
Oh, don't bring that up.
Right. No,
Forgot
let's.
about that.
No, yeah, we're not going to, Rick. So
That was me.
I mean, prep for this was pretty minimal. Evidently.
You don't say. 10 minutes in, nothing's
No,
been
I've
said.
got my tabs open, Rick. Of course I have.
Oh, God. here we go.
I thought we'd
You-
start off by saying about anything we've watched spooky, to quote Rick.
I've done a few spooky things, actually. I don't know if you want to hear about them, but I have.
Yeah, why
No,
not? We've got
thanks.
time to kill.
Someone else can go first if they want.
Well,
I was
no,
just gonna come
you
up with
started that. I can't tell a spooky story about you, Rick. Go on you go.
I saw. Well, first of all, I went to see Halloween Ends at the cinema. Not the best film, to be honest, but it's what you expect, from a Halloween film. I also saw the two Terrifier films. They've seen those on social media. Art the Clown. They've been going around.
No.
People
Who's
were
in
passing out in the
Halloween?
cinema,
Who's the guy
apparently.
in Halloween? What's the
Michael Myers.
Michael
Halloween.
Myers? Okay, yeah.
Not the actor.
But
Not the actor.
no,
Austin
no,
Powers.
not the actor.
Yeah.
So I saw those, and I also went on a couple of Halloween, spooky walks. as
Spooky
well.
walks, yeah, you love it.
Live action Halloween.
Because you
walks.
did that last
Went on
year
a
as well,
couple of
didn't
those.
you?
Yeah. Most years.
Do
yeah.
you? Because if I was an actor in the spooky walk, I would 100% pick on you to try and make you shit yourself. Do you get picked
But is
on?
that
Yeah, I get picked on quite a lot. Last year, I went at the back of the line. So you walk in your line, with everyone. I was at the back, and you get quite a lot of attention at the back because people will follow you, they'll grab you, they'll do also because they always say, "Oh, the actors won't touch you," but they certainly do. They grab you, they push you about. This year, I got a razor to the throat.
Shame it
Also
wasn't
for
real.
Sweeney Todd. We went into Sweeney Todd. He grabbed me, put me in the barber's chair, and it quite hurt. I mean, it was a real razor blade. It was blunt, but it was a real razor blade, and he put it up to my throat and sort of held it there, and it was quite.
Did you not fight back, Rick?
And then the walk started. Then the horror walk started. That was just getting my hair cut before we went in. I knew we were doing the podcast. I'll get a new do, but
So if you're told they're not going to touch you and then they touch you, is this a BBC promoted one or?
Yeah, right.
well, I think they tell you because they don't want you touching them, basically. But
So-
they seem more than happy to come up and grab you.
So if you're
BBC
a
all over,
jumpy
innit?
disposition, right, and you're told they're not going to touch you, and then they grab you, and your immediate instinct is to turn around and punch them, who's at
Yeah.
fault?
A bit of both, really.
Well, I mean, you're technically at fault for punching them.
But you were told that they wouldn't go near you, they wouldn't touch you.
But we had a family member that worked at one of those live action horror things.
Yeah, Sam, you can probably guess who it is.
And he was, I believe, trained. They were trained in that sort of thing. If someone reacted and lashed out and whatnot, they were told what to do. Punch them back, I guess, was the advice. I don't know what the advice was, but they were told about that sort of thing.
Just to ruin the
People
story.
might lash out in fear.
Swap
flip
it
a
out
bell
for the
and-
real razor.
Is it immediate
Yeah.
family or?
Yeah,
Yeah, immediate family. Yeah.
starts with L.
Yeah.
Rhymes with
When I say
Ronnie.
immediate family, I mean as in like lived with
No,
you,
no,
I
no, no.
would've
So
guessed.
Oh no,
a cousin,
no.
a cousin.
Yeah, no, I would have guessed. Yeah.
Yeah. He worked at, I believe, the one at Madame Tussauds.
He'd probably
Well,
come on if
actually-
we asked him. Sam, should we get him on?
Well, right now.
No,
Give him a
not
call.
right now. But
Phone him.
We
Phone
can,
him.
we can get him on to talk about what the advice was if someone
Phone him.
lashes
there we go.
out and
Yeah,
punches
I
you.
will ask him.
No, phone him now.
I can't because I'm using my phone as a camera.
Yes, Sam had to get in touch with family members during the podcast to confirm things.
Yeah.
It's only really fair.
Which was confirmed, actually. I don't think we ever mentioned that. But
yeah, no, it was, yeah.
it did get confirmed.
Did paint Warhammer.
I can't remember what it was.
Painting
You were
Warhammer.
charging him to do something,
Oh,
weren't you?
yeah,
you were,
Warhammers.
you were starting a side hustle, charging him to paint.
Why not?
It wasn't a side
Painting
hustle, Rick. I
Warhammer.
was young. It was my only hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My main
Fair play
hustle.
to you.
He's still
What did
waiting
you
to
spend the
crack
money on?
Zuckerberg. but
Probably food, let's be honest. Snacks.
Yeah, probably food, yeah.
Combo
Yes,
C,
that's what I've been
can of
doing.
Rio.
Combo
in the
C.
spooky
Yeah,
season.
yeah. Do love a Rio.
Any more spooky stories, Rick, or is that's you spookied out?
Yeah, there's quite a lot this year, I think. Quite a lot to do. Seeing the films at the cinema and the Terrifier. Have you not heard about the Terrifier films?
No.
They're all over the social media. Art the Clown. You probably recognise him.
You look like a
I
clown.
think the first one
Arc.
came out. If you Chris,
Arc the Clown,
Arc.
as
Oh,
in...
don't-
A-R-T.
Don't bring
Oh,
Ark
art.
up. We'll be playing that now.
Oh,
Well
no,
done,
I
Rick.
thought
Chris Jericho's got a cameo in the second one.
Art the Clown.
The second one's just come out, and it was all over social media. People saying, "Oh, people were passing out." It's quite gruesome. It's a slasher, so it's quite gruesome. It's an independent film.
No,
It's
I've
not
never
a
seen him before in my life.
sort of high budget thing, but he's basically a crazy clown that goes around murdering people. It is very gruesome, but I wasn't
Bit of a
passing out
nasty,
or
is it?
vomiting or anything.
No,
But,
you're well hard, aren't you?
if
Rick?
you're if you were
Yeah,
if
well
you're a
hard.
bit squeamish, you might pass out, but a bit extreme. I think it was a bit social media sort of buzz. They were trying to get the hype up. They said ambulances were turning up at the movie theatres and stuff.
Really?
Well,
because
don't get in
people
there. You don't know
Throwing
them.
up
Strangers.
everywhere,
right.
passing out and all sorts.
Don't get
you
in.
know.
No. Say no to strangers.
If-
Never get in the
okay,
back of a van with a
Bit
stranger.
dramatic.
Go,
but-
Sam, do you have any spooky stories? Because I've just a question popped up from that.
No, not really.
So I was going to say, so if you were to do a spooky movie, Rick, who would like your main protagonist be? What profession is he going to be?
I had this conversation recently, and it was about Art the Clown, because Art the Clown, you've just seen him, right?
Yeah.
You've seen a picture of him. He looks. The issue I have in Art the Clown, and the reason I don't find him particularly scary, is he looks crazy, is crazy. I always maintain that a baddie in one of these films, like Pennywise the Clown, for example, looks like a regular clown. And
Does
therefore,
he?
when he does bad stuff, you think, well, he looks more like a regular clown than Art does. He's a bit crazy looking, but he looks like a clown, right? And I feel a horror character, unless it's like a monster character, you know, like Freddy Krueger or something
Yeah.
like that, they should look relatively normal. Because then when they do these crazy things and mad things, it's more shocking.
So-
Whereas if he looks crazy and is crazy, for me, I just don't find
So
that very
what
scary.
profession is he going to be?
A clown.
Teacher.
Teacher. Okay, Sam, it's coming your
yeah,
way as well.
yeah.
What
What if I was to
profession?
make a?
If you were to make a horror film, who's your main person? What's
Or
their
a
job?
doctor, maybe.
Like police officer.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, that would be shocking. Well,
Would it?
That's shocking,
Yeah,
actually.
well,
No,
yeah,
police
come on now.
officers, No,
Depends what country you're in.
it wouldn't be, but you know, it's sort of that's what I think a horror character should
an
be,
everyday
because you think,
Joe.
oh, he's there to protect people. They're there to protect people,
Hiding
and
in
then
plain
they're
sight.
doing mad stuff. Yeah,
Um,
but Art the Clown, I think it's a bit. He looks crazy and is.
I
so
think.
I just don't
Would you
find
not
it
say
that
the clown
shocking.
thing's been done? Like,
Yeah, it's been done a lot.
Do they
yeah.
need another
I mean,
clown?
clowns. No, probably not. No,
like
but-
it peaked at Pennywise and John Wayne Gacy. I know, obviously, one's made up and one's definitely not, but
But surely you
What
could
was
say
John
that about
Wayne Gacy
every
called?
genre.
Pogo, wasn't
yeah,
he?
he was. Yeah, the now dubbed the Killer Clown, but he was Pogo.
He looked
The
like a
monkey
clown.
from Umbrella Academy. No.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No,
Sam.
you
So-
don't know
Was
what
he
I'm
actually a clown? He didn't just be a clown to dress up to murder people. He was actually.
He was a clown. Yeah,
wasn't
he.
Did he do a clown?
Yeah,
he also in the
was
construction
doing,
business.
Yeah, he
wasn't
was doing a clown, and then they found like 20 or 30 bodies under his house, and apparently he
crawl
knew
space,
nothing about
wasn't
it.
Yeah.
You know, sorry,
There's
mate.
been
Bodies
big
don't
serial
bury
killers.
themselves in concrete.
There's been a lot of serial killer chat recently. I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
I've got that on my
Netflix.
list to talk about here, actually, Rick. I would say,
Yeah?
what do you think of the
All right.
Jeffrey Dahmer
I'll-
thing? But if you're like, yeah, loved it.
Well, you watched
bit
it.
weird. I
all of
watched
it.
maybe the first 2 episodes, But then I have listened to podcasts on Jeffrey Dahmer, so I'm aware what happens. Bit of a nut job.
Yeah, I watched all 10. Yeah, it was a bit, yeah.
Yeah, little bit. So have you seen it, Sam?
Troubled.
Oh, yes, I've seen it.
You seen
Felt
Dahmer?
sorry for him, really. Felt bad for him.
I think he was...
I felt a bit sad at the end. I felt a bit sad. I mean, obviously terrible person, but I did feel a bit... I just thought it was a bit troubled. It just seemed a bit lonely to me.
Because
don't
what
think he
do
was
you,
a
what do you make of the whole, like... I can't remember how old he was, but it's like, should we go and cut up roadkill in the garage? Because that's going to set you on a good path.
Yeah, he was a kid. He was a kid when... that's in the show. His dad sort of helped him cut up roadkill and stuff when he was a little kid. I don't think you can blame that. No, I felt a bit sad for him because he was a bit lonely.
He just wanted a friend.
Upbringing.
A forever friend.
I think he did. Yeah, that was the thing. He said the reason he did it is because they could never leave him.
Well, yeah,
if he
didn't.
did what he
So,
did.
like, I think they said, like,
I mean, that's no excuse. But.
Ted Bundy killed because he enjoyed killing, but Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, I don't think Jeffrey Dahmer enjoyed the killing
didn't.
aspect. I don't think he enjoyed
He wanted
that
the
part.
results of the killing. He didn't want the killing part.
I mean, it's not acceptable. You can't do that. You shouldn't be doing that sort of thing.
Nah, so if you're lonely, probably don't turn into Jeffrey Dahmer.
You're not on your own. There's plenty of people that listen. None of us, but bother someone else. Yeah.
Glad you said it.
In.
No, you can't email in.
You can't email in because the website's been taken down.
The website's been
Paid a
taken down.
bill, so,
Website got cancelled.
Rick, pop your number in. What's your number?
Yeah, go on.
Just I'm in the phone book. Let me
Yeah, he's in the phone book.
just under Rick.
I was going to say as well.
Give me a ring.
So
I'll listen. I'm more than happy to answer questions.
Just rubbing my eyes.
I'm here for you.
Bloody
Giving
ring
you
lot's
away.
hurting.
Listen to the Dimbers. We're
here
just
for a
pretend
chat.
you're in the room with us.
Why
To be fair, if you listen, you will realise your life can't get much worse. So
Yeah, I mean, if you're feeling down, just listen to the three of us.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at us, even more uplifting for you, really, to think, well, look, if they've made it to this point in life, then there's hope.
If
Rick,
they're
what
on the
point in life is
YouTube,
this?
anyone can be. Or you
Well, by that, Sam, I just meant we're all still alive. Other than that, I mean,
barely.
not really.
Yeah.
Let's be
or
honest,
you
the
could
first
email
thing-
you could
first thing
email
Matt
the
did
dimbers
before
at
we started.
gmail.com. I think that's still working. What do you say, Sam?
Yeah, that should still work.
taste. The moment's passed. It's gone. It's ruined.
Okay.
I was saying the first thing you did before the podcast today was do your inhaler so you didn't die. So
Pretty much, yeah. Trusty
Yeah.
inhaler's still here. I just didn't want to use it on camera. Maybe because I've got...
YouTube might
some
say that
weird-
down for drug use
Yeah,
or
drug
something
use
like that. They
or,
have these strange policies, don't they?
You know, if anyone watches it who is asthmatic, they'll comment on my poor inhaler form, which I don't want. Has anyone watched The Watcher? That was another spooky thing, Rick.
No, that's
I watched
on my
recently.
list. I haven't
I
watched
didn't
that
finish
yet.
it. Apparently the end was rubbish, so I got most of the way in, and then someone watched it, the rest of it without me.
I mean, yeah, you've not watched it, Rick, but the ending isn't the best.
You're saying don't bother.
No, it's interesting, but the
What's it
ending,
about?
Someone
not so
watching
much.
someone.
Someone watches someone.
Yeah, so
in the
somebody's
name.
stalking a house.
Whoa!
Okay.
Spoilers.
Is it a drama? Just a drama based on real life?
It's based
it's
on
true
a true
story.
story. So
Oh yeah.
you should watch that one, probably, Rick. Do you want a list?
Yeah,
I've got a
I'll
list
get
up
that.
here.
Of what?
What?
I've got 3.
Of
Where do we
what?
start?
Yeah, of
Probably
what?
on the first tab.
Humankind's 10 most common fears.
Haven't we
Was
done
that
this? Yeah, go on then.
No idea. Do you want that one?
No, we gave our own personal ones, which will probably all be in the list.
But you hope.
So it's got. I don't know if these are in
Spiders.
order of anything or how they even judge this.
Creepy
But
crawlies.
it gives you what it is and how to overcome it. So if you are
Is
suffering from
one
one of these
size
10,
fits all? Is it?
exactly. No, it's you get 10 answers, 10 questions, 10 answers here, Sam. We're giving
no,
all
but
the
what I'm
good
saying
stuff.
is you're giving.
This is good here.
If one person's scared of spiders, well, if 10 people
Yeah.
are scared of spiders, the same fix
Oh
will work for all
yeah.
of them.
There's one way to
Guaranteed.
fix
Yeah,
it. That's it.
it'll fix it for everyone. Yeah.
I really don't like murderers because I was chased by one when I was younger. Just face your fears.
Face your fears.
Yeah.
Go and knock on their door and ask for sweets on the 31st of October. Number 1. Again, I don't know if this is any particular order. Social phobia, also known as social anxiety.
Oh yeah, got that.
Oh yes.
Sam, you got a bit of that?
Oh, love it. Yeah.
This type of phobia covers a broad range of situations in which people are afraid to interact with others because they fear judgment. I mean, I don't
so
fear
we'll-
judgment.
No,
I just
mine's
don't
no
I
like
don't
judgment.
think mine's necessarily because
Yeah.
I fear judgment. I just don't particularly like speaking.
Yeah,
to
that's the
people,
biggest one. So this is where I think the...
How do you overcome that?
That's
then?
what I mean. The solutions aren't going to work for everyone because...
Well, let's hear him out. Hear him
Yeah,
out,
hear me
Sam.
out,
Come
Sam,
on,
hear
we
me
could
out.
be about to be saved here.
You might be
don't think you
surprised to
can.
learn that social anxiety affects as many as 12% of Americans. So we're in America straight away.
12%, is that it?
America's
But
quite big.
sufferers-
It's 100% of the Dimbers.
Yeah. Sufferers often don't seek therapy because it would require social contact, which means many never overcome it. Full
Chicken
stop.
and egg
That's
situation, that, innit?
that's a paragraph for that. So I think seek therapy is the way to get over it.
What? That's the end of how to fix it?
No, that's how to fix it. Yeah, no worries. Sorted.
But surely that's the answer to all of them.
Get therapy.
There's always going to be...
Sorted.
Yeah, there's always going to be an underlying reason for why you've got a phobia. Getting therapy would probably help most of them.
Fear of heights. Number 2.
Yeah, don't like
no, we're not a
heights.
fan of heights, no.
3 to 6% of people suffer from a fear of heights. Still quite low.
It's America as
No,
well.
I thought these are...
That just says 3 to 6%. Doesn't say America.
It's one of those websites again, is it? Brilliant.
Yep. Which means they have to avoid any place up high and can have vertigo or need to hold on to something when going upwards, even just a flight of stairs.
No, I'm not bad on stairs. Well, it depends how high the stairs are. To be
And if there's a barrier,
50.
how wide the stairs are.
The way to get over this is perfect, and I think it will
Jump.
definitely work. Nope.
Get therapy.
At a theme park, it's no small feat to get these folks to jump in the cart for a roller coaster.
No, I don't mind a roller coaster. I don't consider roller coasters to be that high.
No, but
Oh,
Rick,
well, yeah,
Rick.
when they go up, yeah.
Rick, that's how you get over it.
But what if your fear is control, not being in control?
No idea.
That's why I
Slap
don't
them
like
in a
rollers.
roller coaster. It'll be fine.
Well, I've been on a roller
Roller
coaster and I'm
coaster.
still scared of heights, so it didn't
How-
work. I've been on loads of
But
roller
how high is
coasters.
high? So if you're on the second floor of a house, are you
It's
scared?
subjective. Well, it depends on the
Well, it
second.
depends. If I'm hanging out the
Yeah.
window, yes, I'm scared.
If you're on the
If I'm
sec-
just sitting here, I mean, I'm on the second floor right now, but I'm not scared.
If there was a hole in this
If I
floor
was-
and it was all collapsing,
Yeah.
it might be. Great list so far.
You know,
Yep. Okay.
3.
Fear of snakes, bugs, or spiders.
Well, fuck that shit right off.
Yep.
get all them in a one because they'd take up half the list.
And by one,
Many
he means
people
a bin.
suffer from animal-based phobias, with the most common being insects, snakes, and
Incest.
spiders. The fact that these animals are so different from mammal is a major reason for this strong aversion.
Is it?
So apparently, because a spider doesn't look like a human, you're shit scared of it.
That's why I'm scared of fish.
How
to
do
be
we get
honest.
rid of it?
Terrified of fish.
Again, it doesn't. I'm not seeing how I overcome this fear. It's not saying
Going
much.
to a theme park. Or
So it's
something.
saying
Go on a roller coaster.
some are venomous, meaning their bite or sting can cause an intense reaction or even kill. It doesn't matter that only a tiny percentage are dangerous. The fear persists. That's it. Doesn't tell us how to get over it. So this
not-
list is
not
lying
scared of
straight
dying.
I know
away.
it's not poisonous. I'm not scared of it because I think it's poisonous. I just that's useless.
So what?
no.
Snakes, bugs, or spiders, Rick? What's the worst?
Snakes.
Snakes. I've only ever seen a couple of snakes in my life.
I'm a
In the
fan.
wild, I've only ever seen
No,
two
Rick.
snakes.
If you had one next to you now, what's the
I
worst
guess
one?
spiders would be the worst one
Yeah?
for me.
Sam,
I guess.
you're
I'm not
snakes,
that
aren't
fussed
you?
about bugs.
100% snakes. My
Yeah,
reason
I'm a fan of
being,
snakes,
if
no?
there was a spider next to me, I would be expecting it. If there's a snake next to me, something's gone horrifically wrong because there should not
Well,
be.
to
a
be
snake.
fair, yeah,
seen a
you're
couple.
you're sat there in your house and have fucking boa constrictors next to you. Then, you know,
My fear of, to be fair, solving the fear of heights, that would do it because I would be out that window on the second floor straight away.
no worries.
Yeah.
I bet you'd
You'd
leap
be
like
shit
a
on that
salmon.
roller coaster to get off the ground.
Number 4, fear of closed spaces, also known as claustrophobia.
Yeah.
And
I've
it
got
makes
that
being
big time.
inside small spaces like elevators or rooms without windows unbearable. The person feels a sensation of compression, as if the room is getting smaller and smaller. Some people also
I'd say
feel
that's
this
probably my
sensation.
biggest phobia.
Are you? You claustrophobic, are you?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, incredibly. Yeah, I can't deal with sort of if I'm in a crowd and there's loads of people around me. I don't go in lifts. I don't like lifts. I don't do lifts.
How are you going to be?
My biggest fear would be burying. It would be in a. I often have a nightmare where I'm in a box, lying down, and if I can't move my limbs, like my arms are trapped, or being buried alive would be the biggest fear. I think. In my
Well,
life,
Rick,
because I was trapped.
I've got the
in a
solution for that.
box.
Remove the
theme park.
limbs. Cannot be
Yeah.
scared if you can't move your
Yeah.
limbs.
I don't know if being buried alive would be a separate fear, but it is to do with being trapped.
We are going
Yeah,
to
in
do
a
the
small
Rick
space.
Buried Alive challenge at 100 subs.
100.
100 subs, yeah, sure. sure.
We didn't even establish what a sub was. We didn't even have a sub. When you mentioned subs before, I don't know what people are subbing to.
So, if you're on YouTube,
We're on
you
YouTube
can,
as subjects.
we'll do it now. Hit the bell notification icon. I think that's a thing. and subscribe. Do all that stuff.
2012.
Leave a comment. No, it all happens still, Rick. And if you're on
Twitch,
Spotify,
if you're on Twitch,
if you're on Spotify, you hit the follow button. Same thing as a subscriber.
Oh, yeah.
If you're on Apple Music, no idea. If you're anywhere else, just subscribe or hit a love heart or, I don't know. At the Dimbers on Instagram and TikTok, maybe.
TikTok.
There is a Facebook page as well, but no idea.
Who uses Facebook?
Don't have Facebook.
Zuckerberg does, or has he sold it?
I don't know, but
No,
Twitter's
we could
going
get
down
on
the drain.
Twitter. We could get
Not anymore.
Elon on board, couldn't we?
Everyone's
We could
leaving
pay
Twitter, aren't
£8 a month and we get a little blue tick.
Isn't everyone
Let's be
leaving
honest, Rick,
Twitter?
our website got cancelled for non-payment.
Yeah, we didn't pay the bill.
Give it a week and we'll get cancelled, so...
Yeah. Number 5, fear of flying. This is you, Sam. Fear of flying affects a whopping 40% of the global population, with 2.5% estimated to have a clinical phobia. This fear can majorly disrupt people's lives, as they often choose to travel by land for days or even weeks, instead of spending mere hours in the air.
Is that really that disruptive? If your phobia is flying, your job probably doesn't really require much travel.
No,
I couldn't go on holiday.
Flying's an interesting one, though, because I don't like flying at all.
Right.
I don't know if I'd say I have a fear.
My fear...
I certainly dislike it quite strongly, but I consider it a necessary evil sometimes.
My fear of...
Because I was often having to fly back and forth and whatnot.
Fly a lot.
Oh, I've got my big
I don't want to.
Well,
I
don't do it
want
then.
to.
You
I don't like
lived in the
flying.
same country. You could have driven if you wanted.
No, but sometimes it's the cheapest way more often than not.
Let
It's
the
by
guy
far
with the
cheap-
phobia talk.
I would have
right?
always.
Who's
I would have
eating?
always preferred the train.
Pardon?
It's not
Who's
me.
eating?
My hands are free. Let the guy with the phobia talk.
I love
he
the-
starts rustling and munching away. Well, let's let the guy with the phobia talk.
Yeah,
Sam,
let the guy
let's
with the
listen
phobia talk.
in silence.
So my...
Oh,
Hang on, let me just do you want to finish chewing what you got in your mouth?
No, you might as well talk over it.
I've got
tell
to
us
take a
about
while.
your phobia, Sam.
My phobia isn't so much flying as the lack of control and then the height thing built into it.
Now, is that, Sam, because if something went wrong, you're in the air, you can't do anything?
Well, that's a big
Well,
part
you're
of
fucked,
being
aren't you?
scared of.
Is that what you're worried
That's a big part of being scared of heights. Yeah, if you're in the air, I've always.
What if you were flying the plane then, Sam? What if you were flying the plane?
Well, I'd still have
Would
the
you be
fear of
scared?
heights. I'd be less scared.
Yeah.
I'd be well more up for it. Probably would end quite bad. You know.
So would you say I mean, let's get morbid now.
Okay, let's go.
If you were to say, look, here's
easy.
the one way I don't want to die is in a plane crash.
No, not quite. There are worse ways to go.
Swallowed whole by an
You
anaconda.
That would be up there, but one
Anaconda?
worse one would be like
Anna Kournikova.
a worse one.
She a
Maybe
tennis
sat
Yeah.
face to face with you, just slowly.
Oh yeah, slowly being swallowed by an
fading.
anaconda.
Any death that involved you in the room.
Sam's favourite death would be on a plane plummeting to Earth, slowly being eaten by an anaconda, maintaining eye contact with me.
It would.
So you're worried, Sam, just to revisit that, you're worried about not being in control if something goes wrong. But what if I was to tell you nothing's going to go wrong?
You can't guarantee that. It's impossible.
Who the
to
fuck's
guarantee
going to believe you, Rick?
I can't guarantee it, but I can tell you it's extremely unlikely. It's a lot more it's a lot less likely than getting in your car.
Yeah, but
that.
put
Yeah,
it
but
this
the
way, Rick.
No. The same logic, Rick. If I've got a revolver that's got 6 chambers, if I put one bullet in, go, don't worry, you're much less likely to die than you are to die. No, not
yes,
to die.
but Sam, if I offered you 2 revolvers, one's got 6 chambers and 1 bullet, but one has 1,000 chambers and 1 bullet, which revolver would you take the chance with?
I'd pick the 6 and just pray for death.
Yeah. Let's be
Well,
honest,
in that
Rick.
case, jump on a plane.
If the three of us are getting on a plane, right, and Sam's clearly, he's like visibly worried, right? We're going on the Dimbers
Yeah.
World Tour. And you,
Yeah, I'll let him sit in the middle.
and you lean
Then
over
what?
and you
That's
just
even
whisper.
worse.
And you just whisper to Sam, "It'll be all right."
Oh, cheers, mate.
That would be though. It would be
Like,
all right.
fuck,
I'd
he's-
hold his hand.
Like, yeah, but how's that going to help? Are you a pilot?
It doesn't matter if he's a
I
pilot.
don't need to be a pilot to know that it's safe.
You don't know that it's safe. How do you know someone's
Have
not
you
been
ever
on
watched
a hampered?
Lost?
Well,
Yeah, but the fact that they've made a TV show about... Imagine if they made a TV show about every time a car crashes. I mean, when was the last time, apart from your MOT... I mean, do you check your car before you drive it every day? Do you go around, do a full check all the levels, check all the oil,
I'm
everything
driving.
all topped up?
Yeah, but
Yeah, you're driving
Sam's
it.
in
You could be
control of that.
I'm in
a death
control
trap.
at that point. Not
You
trying
might
to say
be,
I'm a
but you're
great
in
driver,
control
but
of
you
the
know.
death trap.
But you're not in control of other drivers around
I
you.
know, one
swerving
drove into
you.
me in Bristol the other day.
Exactly. This is what I mean.
Bastard.
there's a
Did you get his
junction,
name?
I
What's his
stopped.
name? Call him out. He
I
didn't
don't know
stop.
his name,
What,
I
hit and
drove off
run?
before No, I drove off.
Bastard. Number 6,
He
fear of
got
the
hit
dark.
and ran himself.
Especially common among kids, this fear no, I can't even talk anymore. It's because I had the M&Ms. This fear, nonetheless, follows many people into their adult lives. Despite its name, fear of the dark isn't about the dark itself, but about what can be seen lurking in the shadows.
Fear of the
Sam's in the
unknown,
dark.
innit?
There you go. He's repping it.
Yeah, what's happened to him? I thought my laptop had lost all its brightness. But Sam's just proving he's not scared of the dark.
I'm not scared of the dark now.
Oh,
I mean,
Bray
let's
Wyatt's
hope.
here.
Let's hope the video works, because otherwise you're going to look silly.
Yeah, I'm just grumbling into a microphone.
That wouldn't have
No,
worked.
come on.
He's got the
Eh?
light from his
You scared
Game
of the
Boy
dark,
while the
Sam?
camera's working. So yeah, fear of the
Now
dark.
the dark's an odd one because the dark is 100% because of what's
What's in it?
out there.
Well, what about if
Or
you're
what's
flying
not
in the
there. It's
dark,
often
Rick?
what's not there. What's that?
What if
Sam?
you're flying in the dark?
Flying in the dark's quite nice. They dim the lights for you and everything.
Not if you're scared of the
I
dark.
won't tell you the reason they dim the lights, Sam, because it might put you off flying.
Yeah.
I've already
But
put off
the
flying. Rick.
reason they dim the... well, I'll tell you anyway, because people might be interested. I'm sure people know. The reason so if you take off, basically, during the hours of darkness, they dim the cabin lights. And the only reason for it is if there's an emergency or an issue and you need to get off,
You see better.
your eyes need to adjust. If it's too bright inside and then it's dark outside, your eyes are all...
I'm sorry, I didn't quite
all
catch
over the
that. There
place.
was someone shoveling about 1 million M&Ms into his mouth.
So they basically keep it dark in the cabin. So if you do need to step outside, you're automatically adjusted. That's
Out of
that's
interest,
the only reason.
Who's stepping
Happens
outside
to
of a plane while it's in the air?
No, it's if there's an
Idiot.
issue. You know, there's an issue. You need to get off for whatever reason. You need to get off the plane. You just need to adjust.
Yeah.
It's the same reason cars. You
If-
don't have
if
the
it's-
you
if
don't have
it's-
the interior cabin light on in a car.
Well,
when
actually,
you
no.
drive
In the
around.
car, I would imagine the reason is so you can see out the windscreen better.
Yeah.
If the
Yeah,
lights
right,
on,
Well,
it
maybe that's
reflects.
why they're doing it for the
If
pilots.
the plane's landed in the water, Rick, I'm not stepping off.
I mean, I am.
yeah, you get
also,
on one
Rick,
of the rafts.
seeing as you've got serious aviation knowledge,
Yeah. Well, I looked a lot of this up because I was too. I
is
too
is
scared
is
to
the
fly.
rumour true that when you land and take off, you have the visors up? So if it does crash and there's a fucking bloodbath on the inside, the emergency services can see what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah, 100% correct. That is just not just if there's a bloodbath, just for any issue. They can see if there's a fire in the cabin. They can see if it's filled with smoke. Any issue. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, so they can see in. Because you can imagine, even on the road, if you crashed a car and all your windows were completely black, the emergency services would want to know what was going on inside.
So
Would
there
they?
we go,
So
Sam.
same
We
principle.
take off next
Nothing
week.
sinister.
Okay. I mean, I would
No,
go.
it's all safety features. They're just safety features, Sam. These are not. You know, they're not expecting it.
When I wouldn't say I have a phobia of flying. I just don't like it. So if I can avoid
enough.
flying at all costs, I will.
So would you
Ultimately, if someone said, "Here's a ticket to New York. You're going on Friday," I would persevere.
But
you
if
know,
you were
Right, Sam,
handed,
Try-
here's a
try and
ticket
squeeze
to
into
New
a seat.
York.
so you've
You're
got
leaving on
you've
Friday.
got you've got tickets to New York, right? And you can spend, I don't know how long it takes to get to New York. 8 hours in the sky
Hours
on
or
a
so?
plane,
No, about 6.
6 hours in a plane, or 3
6
days on a boat. You're going with the boat.
If I could afford to go on a boat and time wasn't an option, yeah, I'd 100% go on a boat.
One word for you, Sam.
Yep.
Titanic.
Yep, I've got a better chance of swimming than I have ever fucking flying.
That's a fair point.
I don't think they help on planes, though, to be fair, with people who are scared of flying. That the first thing you get when you get on a plane is a safety demonstration about how to put a life jacket. I mean, that doesn't help.
It definitely
You
doesn't
go on a
help.
train and they said, oh, here's how to jump out the window. And it's not necessary. It's not necessary. I understand it's a safety thing, but it really doesn't help when you get on a plane and the first thing they say is, here's your life jacket, here's your whistle,
I
here's
think
your
what would
emergency
make
exits
it
and everything. For goodness
even more
sake.
scary. So I was listening to a podcast about Emiliano Sala and his illegal flight that killed him. And they were saying that on the small planes where there's only one pilot, the pilot is meant to give a briefing like, if I die, here's what you need to do. Because obviously on a commercial flight, you've got the pilot, you've got the co-pilot, you've probably got somebody else that knows how to deal with the plane. On a small plane, if there's just the one pilot, he's supposed to say, if I pass out or die, here's what you need to do. That would terrify me. I'd be like, I'm not getting on it.
Yeah, I'd never get on one of those small private jets. I'd never. And I'd never get in a helicopter. There's no amount of money you could pay me to get me in a helicopter. No amount of money.
What your life?
Good, because no one's paying.
No, never.
So yeah, it's a good podcast if you go listen to that, actually. Emiliano Sala podcast, BBC Sounds did it.
Yeah, listen to that instead of this one.
Number 7, fear of getting a disease. I'll just quickly run through these. I won't bother reading it, but fear of getting a disease, which kind of tallies up with number 10, which is fear of death.
Yeah, no fear of death. I've only a fear of
Life.
I've more a fear of other people dying than myself, to be honest.
Death only sucks
I
for the
won't know
people that are
about
left
it.
behind.
Yeah, exactly. I won't know about it. I don't want a long death. I don't want a long, drawn-out death.
Well,
Isn't that
say
what
you
life
live
is?
say you live to your 80s, Rick. You've had an 80-year wait for your
Yeah.
death, so that's a long,
Yeah, no,
drawn-out
but I
death.
haven't
innit?
been suffering. Well, I've been suffering for most of it.
For about an hour
I don't wanna sort of-
every other week, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 8, fear of blood. Oh, it says here to get over that, you just kill someone. Huh, who knew?
Yeah.
I'm
And
joking.
then jump on a plane.
Yeah, that is not how you get over it. If you have a fear of blood, do not
You
go
just-
and kill anyone.
No, you just cut their wrists and then all the blood comes out. They don't need to die.
And number 9, fear of violent weather, which is bad storms, lightning, thunder, tornadoes, that sort of thing.
I'm glad you explained that. I thought it was like
Yeah,
really,
no worries. I've got your back. You know, I like to give you all the
really-
information. Although for
really
those past
tame snow
couples,
showers.
those past couples, I didn't read the synopsis. I think
Well, how'd you get over bad weather? Just,
move.
get an umbrella.
go out naked under a tree in a lightning storm. Obviously, I don't know why you'd have to be naked.
Put on some rubber shoes. You'll be absolutely fine. Get in a car. Car's the safest place to be. You know where else is safe to be in a storm? A plane. No, it's all right, plane in the storm, actually. I've been on a few planes. I've been a bit rocky, but...
You just like showing off about the fact you've been on a plane.
I don't. I'm just saying, I'm trying to get Sam on the plane with me.
Well, you fucked it there. I can get on a plane, but if you're on it, I most certainly am not.
I'm flying it. I got Flight Simulator now, Sam.
Have you?
Come round, we'll have a go. Yeah, I got Flight Sim. I got the stick and everything. I got the
I
stick.
don't want to know about you and your tiny stick, mate.
Yeah, I got the stick.
Come round and play on my stick. We'll go on the plane.
That's what I've been doing for the past month.
You're playing with your
No
tiny stick,
unboxing or
bless you.
anything. I've just been playing with my Flight Sim. Love it.
So that's the end of that list. That's the 10
Good
common.
list.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know,
Top
it's
quality
pretty.
We've got two more.
Yeah, pop onto tab 2.
Tab 2.
The least
The
phobias.
the 13. I won't use the word scariest, Rick, because I know you don't like it. The 13 spookiest places in the world.
Well, you're going to get in a lot of trouble here, so let's go.
Oh, they've done 13 because,
Is one
Yeah.
Liverpool by any chance, Rick? You piece of shit.
Yeah. And the second is Waterstones.
Take your life in your own hands. I'd rather go in Waterstones than on a plane.
Number 1. Pluckley in England.
Where's,
What?
Where?
I don't know where it is.
There's got to be a reason for these.
Yeah, oh no,
places,
oh
right?
Rick, of course there's a couple of sentences after, you know.
Hang on a sec.
There's more information on these places than there is on how to get over a phobia.
You've
Yeah,
got
go on,
why
Sam.
they're scary, but not where they are.
Well, it's Pluckley in England.
Yeah, well, yes, I'm aware of that, but whereabouts?
Whereabouts?
In
I'm
England?
not giving you
West?
like the geographical locations. It's in England. Google it.
I'm going to.
Pluckley. There are some places you might want to stay indoors when the curtains shut, or with the curtains shut even, not when the curtains shut. And this is especially true in Pluckley, England's most haunted village. This place is more haunted than Hogwarts. Hogwarts is made up. With 12 official ghosts in residence, including a highwayman and a red lady. Fuck's a red lady?
A lady in red, I'd imagine.
No idea.
I imagine that's quite an easy thing to establish. It's in Kent, by the way, for anyone who's interested.
Yeah,
Oh, sick.
there you go.
I might go.
Number 2. Oh, fucking hell, that's a lot of reading. The
in
island
Reading,
of
sorry?
Dolls. The island of Dolls in Mexico. this beautiful man-made canal of
Well, we're going to
Shimpas.
assume that just all these places are haunted of some
Yeah.
description. So I reckon you can just tell us where they are.
Yeah, probably makes it easier.
Yeah, because you can't read, so.
They're not going to be scary because of any other reason than they're supposed
Well,
to be.
I don't know
haunted,
here.
are they?
So,
Oh, for goodness sake.
the island of Dole, according to local legend, the island was created by its caretaker. He discovered the body of a young girl who had drowned and hung her washed-up doll on a tree to pay his respects. He spent the
Haunted.
next 50 years adding the number of dolls. Since his death in 2001, people have kept the place as he left it.
Spooky.
Haunted.
So there's a tree with...
Very spooky.
How's
very
that any
spooky.
different to like any roadside accident place that's got flowers that are left there like once a year?
I don't know. What are you asking?
Spooky. He's dead, you just said that.
Yep.
Number
Hashima
11.
Island, Japan, number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Known as Battleship Island. Apparently, it was the place of the, their words, baddie's lair in James Bond's Skyfall.
Jesus Christ. Why are you Googling this?
That's not really spooky.
This is
Baddies
lastminute.com. So if you're planning a holiday,
Places to visit.
if you're planning a holiday, lastminute.com.
Is this someone's review or is this last minute saying people in this
This
place
is a
in
list
Japan?
on Last Minute.
And this is a place in
number
Japan that they're calling baddies. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
okay.
Number
Really
4, the
is.
Tower of London in England.
Whereabouts in England is that?
That is in London.
Oh, okay. Spooky.
Where's London? Is that south?
If you fancy a bit of ghost hunting, here's where the most haunted place in London are. Of course, the Tower of London, being a royal palace, has a distinctly different class of ghosts. But the princes in the tower, that's Edward was V? That's 5.
5.
Edward V,
Yeah.
and younger brother Richard are believed to have been murdered by their uncle. Ooh, Rick Spooky.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Woo.
I'd say it's more spooky to go to
14
Prince Andrew's
Andrew.
house.
Maybe.
What?
He's just Andrew now. Or is he back to being Prince Andrew?
He's probably a prince now.
He's always
Sausage
a
fingers
prince. I
made
don't
him a
think you
prince
can not
again.
be a prince. I don't think you can take that off them. You take everything else, but I think he'll always be a prince.
Well, isn't he the Duke of York?
Yeah, he is.
Grand old.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Definitely old.
Who's he marching to the top of the hill?
Probably a small
well,
kid.
Number-
steady, yeah.
Number 5, Catacombs of Paris,
Oh, yeah.
And where's
yeah, I
this,
know
sorry?
them.
France. Rick, have you been there? On your-
No, I've not been to the catacombs in Paris. I know about them, yeah. Underground.
Is that where they keep all the
Where they
cats?
keep
or-
the old bodies stashed away. Well,
Lots of skulls, by the looks of it.
Yeah, catacombs.
Yeah, sick, bro. Pretty.
Is Edinburgh on the list?
Maybe. I was
jump
just so I
ahead.
just got my eyes got distracted here. So bear in mind, this is the 13 scariest places in the world.
Is it Chipminster?
Number 5, the underground. So this is the catacombs. The underground labyrinth houses the young from the original cemetery of the innocents. We're not saying it's scary, but people of a nervous disposition are advised not to head down there.
We say that about Litchit, Sam, but I've been to a sort of abandoned where the army do that training.
Oh,
not far
fuck
from,
off
Litchit.
with that place, Rick.
And went
What?
to that abandoned little village.
Twynham,
thing where
Twynham,
the
something
army
like
do
that.
training.
That is not even remotely spooky. You can see where kids left their schoolwork in the school before they were evacuated. Oh, spooky.
It's the best Litchit's got to offer.
It's
That's
not in
nowhere.
Litchit, is it?
It's not Litchit.
It's not far.
It is.
It's not far.
It's closer to Swanage for a start.
Yeah. Edinburgh Castle.
It's got a really nice beach
No,
at the
not
end
what
of
I'd have gone for Edinburgh. No, what about all the underground vaults and stuff?
Rick,
Edinburgh
is this
Castle.
your list?
it. Is it your
No,
list?
it's not. It's lastminute.com's list. It's not my list. I'm not taking credit for this one.
Yeah, well, you'll go to the land of the baddies.
So it says Scotland has its share of spooky sites. But yeah, it's put Edinburgh Castle for some reason.
Useless. Move on.
Although it does say here, Rick, make sure you go on an Edinburgh ghost tour when you visit.
Yeah, well, the ghost tour won't take you to Edinburgh
Haunted
Castle.
places to tick off the list include creepy cemeteries and underground vaults.
Yeah, I've been to both of those. I went above and
I know, I went with you.
once. Yeah.
Did you?
Been on the
I
ghost
didn't.
tour bus as well. No, we didn't go on one, Sam. No, because you have to walk.
Ah, yes.
It involves walking.
There is a bus one, actually. There's a bus ghost.
Ah,
tour.
they go on buses.
Number 7, the Monte Cristo Homestead in Australia.
Why is that spooky?
Apparently, it's an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere.
Well, it's in the middle of Australia. You've just said this.
Out there.
The owners
we
managed
got
to
the
transform
address
a Victorian house into a popular tourist attraction. The Ryan family lived there since 1963 and
spooky.
have been haunted by the previous owners, a stable boy and a pregnant maid, among other spooky visitors.
Was
if you fancy
she pregnant
joining them,
before the tourist attraction? Was she pregnant before the tourist attraction, or is this
not sure.
as a result
Not sure.
of?
They made it up,
can't
Sam. I
confirm.
think that is the tourist attraction.
If you fancy joining them, you can stay the night or just take one of the Saturday ghost tours. So, Sam, that's in Australia. How are you getting there? Flying?
Boat.
3 weeks on a boat?
Not a problem. Cruise ship.
I wouldn't mind 3 weeks on a boat.
Well, number
I'll go
8,
with you, Sam.
the Castle of Good Hope in South Africa. It's the oldest building in South Africa. Fort and prison. It's got hundreds of years of history and haunting behind it. Former governor is supposedly cursed to roam the castle walls, and a big black dog is said to greet visitors before disappearing into thin air.
So he greets them.
We should do the Dimbers Haunted live.
Oh, we.
Sam's in a haunted place reporting. Derek Akora.
I am down for that. We should go and find some. There'll be something on.
We could go to that place near.
There's got to be somewhere, hasn't there, Sam?
There'll be somewhere on Airbnb where it's like the most haunted place, and we can turn up with just flashlights.
Haunted
Oh my god!
places.
Oh my god! Did you hear that?
In Dorset.
Why does it have to be in Dorset?
12 most
I used
haunted
to love
places in
watching
Dorset. Here we go.
Oh Jesus
Perfect,
Christ! I
Sam.
have a fucking list.
Don't add to the list. I thought we were getting to the bottom of them.
Langtree Manor Hotel in Bournemouth, Sam. Should we go stay the night?
If it's in Bournemouth, I'd rather not.
Corfe Castle.
Spooky. I don't think you can spend that like that.
Durdle Door is apparently haunted.
It's
Durdle
not.
Door.
I've been
Apparently
swimming in
so.
Durdle Door at like 3 a.m. There was no.
There you go, Rick. Number 8, Tyneham.
Ooh.
Hey, big up.
What's the scariest bit? The beach
number,
at the end.
Number 9, the Royal Signals Museum.
Ooh.
I reckon we'll go to a hotel, Sam. We'll do a vlog from the hotel.
Just go to Bournemouth Town Centre.
When should we check in? Should we go to January? January rates. We'll stay
Why
from
January?
Saturday the 14th, Saturday the 15th.
Are you going a weekend, are you?
Oh yeah. £155 for both of
A
us.
bit much.
What's
isn't it?
included?
What, for a twin room?
Is it
What-
twin?
What are you doing?
Double?
Double bed or something?
Oh yeah, we'll have a double bed for sure. In case it gets spooky, we can just cuddle up in the double bed.
Have they not got a like a single room?
I mean, it doesn't mention anything about it being spooky. That would be
Wait, just you and Sam roaming around the corridors in the middle of the night.
That'd be pretty
So
spooky.
This isn't a spooky hotel.
I think I heard something. Shut up!
Yeah, probably the next door neighbour.
You get a... So our room, Sam, we'd have a double bed, an ensuite bathroom, a flat screen TV and free Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Free
for
toiletries.
your live stream.
Free toiletries.
Oh, I thought you said
Are they
toilet treats.
spooky? Are they haunted toiletries?
Oh, look, they left me a cake.
This doesn't sound very haunted
No,
at all.
I know. So it was built by a King Edward in 1877 for his mistress, Lily Langtree.
They built her a hotel.
That's
a
sort of
haunted
spooky.
hotel.
I see.
This listed Edwardian
Chains
manor
and
is a
whips.
5-minute walk from Bournemouth's cliff tops and approximately 1 mile from Bournemouth town centre. It mixes original charm with modern luxury, including free parking and free Wi-Fi. The Langtree,
I wonder if
the Langtree
What's it
Manor.
called?
Shout
I'm gonna
out
look
to
up
the
on
Langtree Manor, by the way.
Why are
We're
you
just
shouting
ripping
them out?
apart
Is it
here.
called the Langtree Manor?
Yeah, the Langtree Manor Hotel has been called the best hotel in Bournemouth by the Guardian newspaper. You can
By the
enjoy
owner.
tea or coffee on arrival while the staff take your bags to your room. Each room
Now, fair
mixes
play. I've just seen
original.
the TripAdvisor reviews.
Yeah, each room mixes original charm with contemporary luxury and has been individually styled by designers. Portfolio, just Portfolio London. Rooms
It looks
also
lovely.
have a personal bar, hairdryer, and flat screen TV. This is our
Yeah, it
guest's
looks lovely.
favourite part of Bournemouth, according to an independent review. Couples,
Yeah, I definitely.
couples
Got a
particularly
bridal suite.
like the location. Should we go then, Sam?
Yeah, crack on.
It doesn't look spooky or haunted at all.
I'll watch the stream.
What I don't
You've
understand.
got the free Wi-Fi, haven't you? So I can watch the stream.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the scariest, spookiest places in the world. Number 9, the Myrtles Plantation in the USA. Again, it just looks like an abandoned house. Number 10, the forest. Oh, that's a fucking horrible word to say. Forest of Brocoliande in France. No idea what that is. Something to do with King Arthur. Transylvania, Romania.
Oh yeah, I know that.
We'll go there. Sam will get
drive
kissed by Dracula.
More than
Necking
kisses.
off with him. The Hellfire Club in Ireland.
Oh,
Halloween was said to be invented in Ireland. Didn't know that.
no, I didn't know that.
So it's fitting we include somewhere in the Emerald Isle. Montpellier
Salem.
Hill near Dublin is where you'll find the supposedly haunted ruin of a hunting lodge. Built in 1725 by parliamentarian William Connolly. It was originally built as a site for the Dublin branch of the Hellfire Club. Take a torch and take a nighttime guided tour of the Hilltop Lodge. Just don't look behind you. They've also got some Hellfire caves in England, High Wycombe to be precise. They are believed to have been built in the 18th... A cave built in the 18th century, okay. As the original home of the Hellfire Club. Rick, you joining the Hellfire Club? I don't know. I don't know why I felt the need to read all that.
I
But I did.
No, I'd just rattle through the list. Come on.
13.
We're nearly at the top
Well,
of the hour
we're
here.
13 now. This is it, Rick. This is it.
How have we gone from 9 to 13?
Paviglia Island in Italy. It was.
Enough said.
It did have
Oh,
an
apparently not.
asylum, a quarantine station, and a mass burial ground for plague victims on it.
Sam's been possessed.
Sorry, what?
Look at him.
I think he's probably watching the football.
His soul's left his body.
The football, no, not yet.
Is he booking the hotel?
Yeah, booking it
Yeah, I
in.
think he might be. He's getting in the bridal suite.
Booking it in.
Are you?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so what do you make of that, Rick? Do you want
I
to?
thought that was rubbish, to be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't great. So that's lastminute.com if you need any.
Oh, they're losing, Sam. Tottenham are losing, by the way.
Are you
Are they?
surprised?
What's the score?
1-0.
1-0.
Out
Well
of the
done.
Champions League.
No, you'll still go through, won't you?
No, need a draw. Well, maybe. I think it need a draw to be in control. I don't know if the other teams do stuff. I don't know what. Anyway, speaking,
the other
I guess.
Oh, the other teams are going to do stuff. Ugh.
We need the other teams to do stuff or we can't go through.
Oh, they're going to go to the Hellfire Club in Ireland and do stuff. Ugh.
What's the last list? Come on.
I mean, it's
The top 100.
it's top.
What is it?
Top,
Horror film?
top 30, but I can rattle through this, Rick. Okay, you
Oh,
ready?
bloody hell. What is it?
The top 30
what?
random creepy facts.
Oh, God.
So,
Just hit us with them.
Number
Go,
30.
We'll stop you.
female spiders allow their youngs to eat them alive.
Love it.
Sick.
Move on.
Yeah, big fan of that, are you, Rick? 29. You're more likely to die on your birthday. The chance someone will die on their birthday is 6.7%, which is higher than any other day.
Well,
Shakespeare.
surely that is depending on your career and your lifestyle choices.
No
Nah,
idea.
because people take risks on their birthday, don't
Not
they?
if you're in like the army.
Surprise parties and whatnot, heart attack.
You're in the Ukrainian army. I think you're a higher risk of dying at any point than. I said
He's
Ukrainian.
taking
I
it.
went on the
Carry
good
on with the
side.
list. He's
Number
lost it.
28.
What's he doing here?
Fatal familial insomnia makes it impossible for someone to sleep for months.
Bullshit. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's
they
the
did,
in 3 months?
they
Sam?
did start that with fatal.
He's checked
Criminologists.
into the Langley Manor Hotel for 3 months. He did.
Number 27.
Expense that.
Criminologists estimate that there's a 1 in 3 chance police will never identify your killer if you're murdered in America.
Accurate.
Is that because
probably
the police
because they're
are
looking
the
at
police?
They do.
Looking at themselves in the mirror.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A cabinet.
Come for us.
Number 26. People with Cotard syndrome believe that parts of their body are missing or that they are dying, dead, or don't exist.
I reckon I got that.
Which parts are dead?
Oh no, the bit that's missing is the cock. It's gone.
He's making a penis joke.
Yeah.
That's not your imagination.
I
Sam.
know.
Yeah.
It was a joke, Craig. It was a bit.
No, it's not
Oh,
dead or
right,
missing, Sam. It's just... It's cute,
Dormant.
okay?
It just smells dead.
It's spooky.
During the mummification process, ancient Egyptians removed the brain through one of the nostrils.
Yeah.
Oh, not the most efficient way to remove the brain, I would have thought.
What would you have done back in whatever?
I'd have taken it out the top of the head, to be honest.
Well, no, because they mummify them, don't they?
Yeah, you need to be intact, Rick. What are you going to do? Lose the top of your head? You're not.
How did they get it out the nose?
Pull. Put a stick up there and pull.
No, you're incorrect. It's a straw. You put a straw up there and suck.
Yeah, suck on the other.
Look at that. Look at that.
It comes out like spaghetti.
Number 24. 250,000 deaths a year are due to medical errors.
I can't quite believe that. Well, good, because it's true.
Well, surely you could argue that the medical error isn't necessarily the cause. If you didn't have to go into the hospital, then... Do you know what I mean?
So if I died while I was getting my liposuction...
If you weren't fat, you wouldn't have to have liposuction.
Number 23. Arrhythmic death syndrome is a sudden condition where someone seemingly healthy dies suddenly with no apparent cause of death.
Ooh, no. That sort of thing gives me the fear.
The spooks.
Oh, you said seemingly healthy?
Yeah.
No, we're good. We're good.
Number 22.
Don't worry about it.
Some ants turn into zombies via parasitic fungus which manipulates their
Goodness
brains.
sake. Suck it out through their nostril.
Rick,
Move on.
Google that.
What? Parasitic?
Yeah, the spores of the mushrooms
real
or the
thing.
fungus or whatever, they
Zombie
grow on
ants.
the ant.
Zombie. Carry on the list. I'll just look at
It's called Corddyceps fungi,
I didn't get
and it
all of
affects a lot more than just ants. Number
I'm seeing
21.
them, yeah, it's growing off. Oh, sick.
Is it spooky,
Yeah,
Rick?
carry on. Yeah, I wouldn't describe it as spooky. Pretty interesting.
Number 21. King Charles II drank alcohol mixed with pulverised human skulls.
Who doesn't?
You know, if you drink Coca-Cola and popping candy, your stomach explodes.
Number 20. Mobile phones are 10 times dirtier than a toilet seat.
I can quite believe that. I'm always coming out with that fact.
I mean, I've never
know
heard
why,
you say
but-
it. I've never
I
heard
have.
you say
He
it.
texts me 3-4 times a week.
Yeah, I often text them. I say, get off that phone, you
like,
skank. You know, it's dirtier
Sam,
than the
while you're
toilet seat."
holding this, reading this, did you know?
Yeah. Lick the toilet seat instead.
Number 19, alien hand syndrome is a phenomenon in which one hand is not under control of the mind. The person loses control of the hand and it acts as if it has a mind of its own.
You were looking at weird then, but Sam was making gestures with his hand as if to suggest he wasn't in control of his hand.
What? Did my hand do
You
something?
I don't know what were you doing Star Trek or something? I can't do that. It doesn't those fingers don't work independently. So there's no. Oh, we're on video. Aren't
Yep.
we? Bloody hell.
Number 18, horned lizards can defend themselves by squirting blood out of their eyes.
Oh, lovely.
Well, I can do it by squaring out my arse, so...
Could you
Defend
imagine?
yourself.
You're like,
Hang on a second.
you're feeling threatened. You just drop trow and squirt blood out your eyes.
I hope that doesn't happen at the Langley Manor.
Well, you
Sam
never
gets
know.
Spooked by the ghosts.
Depends how scary he gets. We'll be ordering
Breaking
room
news.
service.
Sorry. Breaking news. Bringing you in here. Tottenham have scored a goal. It is 1-1 in Marseille.
Yeah, so the other teams don't have to do stuff now.
Spoiled sport, really. Yeah, we'll be in the manor. We'll be shitting bricks after ordering room service.
blood.
Sam will go out like
Blood, not
Sam will
bricks.
go out like a fucking skunk, arse first, just shooting blood. Anyway, number 17. Technically, it's not impossible to die from holding in a sneeze. Some injuries from holding in a sneeze can be very serious, such as a ruptured brain aneurysms, ruptured throat, and a collapsed lung. I do this when I sneeze. I pinch my nose, so
Yeah,
I
it shouldn't do
probably
that.
shouldn't anymore.
There's loads of reasons you could die for holding in a sneeze. Like if you're holding a knife and you clench or something, you could stab yourself. Basically, your
I'm
facts
sure
are
that'll
stupid.
happen. I'm sure that'll happen. Somebody's commented here, I put my back out trying to contain a sneeze. It was so painful that I had to crawl
Those
very
comments,
slowly into my
you can
bed.
comment on each individual.
Oh yeah,
fact.
I've skipped the comments out.
Yeah,
But
I
this
comment on
guy
that.
said
That's my comment.
he put his back out 3 months ago. It was so painful that I had to crawl slowly into my bed. Thankfully, I was okay after a few days, but I won't be doing
slept
that
for
again.
3 months.
Just has some
He won't be doing
blood
that again.
shooting
Is
out
that
my arse.
that's a TripAdvisor review from the Langley Manor Hotel.
There you
in,
go,
in
Rick. I can
Bournemouth.
give because we're at 16 now, so I can give you the fact. And if the first
Yeah, I'll
comment,
tell you what else is at 16. My battery percentage on this laptop.
you need to sort your shit
22,
out.
right? 18 minutes left we've got.
All right, that's fine. More than
You weren't
80%.
If you weren't playing Flight
Yeah, if you weren't playing
Simulator,
fucking Flight Simulator,
playing with your tiny
I
little
don't play it on
stick.
the computer. I play it on the Xbox.
Yeah, but if you would not been doing that, you could have sorted everything out.
more than 80% of our ocean is unmapped, unobserved, and unexplored.
Don't start me on the underwater. We've been over this before. Biggest fear, take that back. The biggest fear being in the water.
Somebody here has said it's a pretty good thing when you see the condition of the known areas.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, a bit EK. That's probably Sam.
Number 15. Ducklings can engage in cannibalistic behaviour when they're bored.
Oh, I tell you, ducks
Not
are,
just
are
ducklings,
vicious.
humans.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you know what adult ducks are doing to each other as well.
Yep.
Corkscrewing.
Yeah, why not?
Not nice.
Well, they got
Ducks are not
corkscrew-shaped
nice.
penis, male ducks.
Somebody's
yes.
commented, I was most shocked by bored. I thought it would have been at least they were hungry.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, he's commented on them too, actually. He's commented on the next one.
It's the same
Number
person
14.
commenting all the time.
When you die, the last sense to leave your body is the ability to hear.
Pardon?
So I hear people slagging me off. I drop down dead.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm dead, and
Rick-
people say, "Oh, I'm glad he's
Rick
gone."
will be on his deathbed. There'll be me and Sam. Like, oh, how fucking long is this going to take? And then he goes under, and we're like, thank fuck for that.
And
I'll
that's
just
not
put
going
my
to
hand
happen, because
out.
if Rick's on a deathbed, nobody's near him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, good point.
The guy
Down
that
the pub
commented last
celebrating.
time. So I can therefore hear if someone says, yes, he's finally dead, so I'll know who to haunt, LOL.
Has he got a username on there?
Yeah.
Denny S.
Rick.
Danny, if you don't need to wait till you're dead, everyone wants you. Gone. If he's listening.
Number 13. While Ted Bundy was a psychological major at the University of Washington, he worked at Seattle Suicide Hotline Crisis Center, saving lives.
Hero. Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah.
Some murder people.
Number 12. The film A Nightmare on Elm Street is based on a real story reported in the LA Times. A boy was terrified to go to sleep, and when he did, he died while screaming about a nightmare.
Oh my goodness.
This was on Elm Street, I take it, right?
You?
Smart.
So, based on that, one thing you don't want to hear when you're asleep, obviously, I don't know if I told you this, Rick, but I once woke up with Sam in just his boxers at the end of the bed saying, check your anus. That's not what you want to hear when you wake up. And
He didn't
the
check
other
it.
night, the other night, I was woken up to, there's a big spider in the bed.
Also
Which
from
there
me.
wasn't. There wasn't.
Oh, there wasn't.
There wasn't. But as you can imagine, being a crazy arachnophobe, I didn't want to go back to sleep. I did, but... Number
Who told
11,
you there
locked
was a
in
spider in
syndrome.
the bed?
Number 11,
Oh no, don't start me on locked in syndrome.
locked in syndrome
Worst
is
fear.
a condition in which a patient is fully aware but is stuck in a coma-like state.
That terrifies.
I've
Also
seen-
like sleep paralysis.
Like the Metallica video for One.
Yes.
You can't do anything. You can see stuff, but you can't move. You can't
it is
communicate.
like
Terrible.
It is like sleep paralysis. It's the bit in between like a deep sleep and waking up. And yeah,
Horrendous.
it maybe only lasts like a couple of seconds, but the person experiencing it can like see really vivid, usually a nasty, spooky thing. But yeah, number 10, spiders can survive in space. How the fuck do you know?
Someone's commented, I went to space a few months ago. Put my back out.
Same guy.
Let me get you, Rick. Denny S has commented.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
did Denny S write the article or something? Is he going for the engagement?
Dunno,
the algorithm?
dunno. Good idea for a movie. Tarantulas in space. LOL. Number 9. 2 Scottish surgeons originally invented the chainsaw to assist childbirth. Must have been
Did it
a
work?
tough umbilical cord or something.
Then they threw it away after one attempt, and the gardener said, I could probably find a
Yeah.
use for that outside.
Trees.
Number 8. Dogs like squeaky toys because they mimic the screams of their prey.
Oh, that's sinister. That's a bit nasty. Is that true?
Probably to a degree.
It's outrageous.
That's why I squeak and Toby bites me.
Benita Valdez has commented. Good old Benita.
Is Denny?
This always makes me think. My one dog immediately rips out the squeaker to silence their screams. He's a good boy, though. Oh,
He's a good lad.
Denny S is getting.
Unbelievable.
Denny S is back. Number 7. Climate change is making spiders bigger.
Oh no!
How?
Here we go.
Don't know, but Denny S has got a comment on that.
Yeah, I want to know.
So they can survive in space and are getting bigger. Damn, LOL.
Great film. That'll be the sequel, right?
That's a great idea for a
I
film.
might try and find his
Giant
email address.
spiders
We'll
and
get him
climate
on.
change.
I've had enough
Number
of these
6.
goddamn spiders in this goddamn space.
Just reply to one of his comments.
Number 6. A haunted radio station from Russia has been broadcasting a dual monotonous tone for 24 hours a day,
I heard about
7
it.
days a week for the last 3.5 decades. Every few seconds is joined by a second sound, like some ghostly ship sounding its foghorn.
It occasionally speaks, doesn't it? As well.
I don't know, but Ruby Munson commented, I listened to it, it's scary.
It's not the worst thing Russia have done, though, is it? So let's move on.
Nah, at the moment, that's the least of Russia's.
Is that the comment? I listened to it. It's scary.
Yes.
Spooky.
What website's this from? Out of interest?
Spooky.com.
This is from boardpanda.com.
Bored Panda. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to butcher this name, but the Turritopus dohrini jellyfish is officially known as the only immortal creature in the world. It lives forever.
What were these spooky facts you said?
No,
Apparently.
shit ones.
Oh no, random creepy facts. Random
He
creepy
gets
facts.
it. He gets it.
What's creepy about that?
I don't know, but somebody commented, I learnt this from the Octonauts.
Great. Who was that? What
Denny.
was his face? Dizzy.
No, it
Dizzy.
wasn't Denny. Denny's back on this one, though. Denny's
Dizzy
back on
Rascal,
this
was it
one.
Dizzy?
Here we go.
Denny's back on this one. Number 4, there are bodies of over 150 dead hikers on Mount Everest, and they are used as landmarks. Harsh. You just put a sign in them.
Well, no, because if people have died getting there, it's probably not worth going up just to.
What's Denny said?
Yeah, you know Denny's commented.
So spiders are getting
There is
bigger
just-
and they're in space.
And that make a great film.
There is just too much visitors and pollutions on Mount Everest these days.
Oh, give it up, man.
He's not wrong.
It's going to make those spiders massive.
Number 3, real corpses were used in the 1982 film Poltergeist.
Oh, that's a bit.
Were real poltergeists used?
No idea, but Medusa was beautiful, has commented.
Oh.
They were bought from a medical supply centre and were much less expensive than making props.
How do they know?
Maybe
Who's
she
director?
wrote for the film. I
Be a great idea for a film.
don't know. Oh, Denny's back
Can we get
again.
hold of some of them for my film?
Denny's back again. Number 2,
course.
tooth in the eye surgery. Surgeons put a tooth in a blind person's eye to restore their sight. It was pioneered in the 1960s, and it actually works and is still being done today.
Bullshit.
No, it isn't.
Denny said, "You
Makes a great
really
plot
need
for
to
a film."
Google this. You really need to Google this. It's strange and really cool at the same time." LOL.
He likes LOL, doesn't he?
Denny.
He
I
loves
love
a
that
lot.
Denny was just going through this list. Denny was going through this list, and he was just reading them. I say him, I don't know what.
No,
I don't
yeah,
know what
him.
Denny. But you know, just reading all these facts, and then some of them he's not commented on. Has he? He hasn't
No,
commented
all of
on
them.
all of them.
Every single one.
I mean,
But some of them
he
he's
was
thought,
active.
"No, I must say something here.
He's in the top 1% of people on Board Panda this year.
He was a very bored
Isn't
panda.
it? Oh, of course he is.
Very bored panda.
He's had 4,900 comments. He's got 64 followers. His name is...
More than us, to be fair.
Probably
I'm
don't
Denny
read his name
from
out.
the, I'm
Yeah,
Denny
probably-
from
yeah,
the
probably stop that.
Caribbean. Millennial in my 30s, trying to find a reason.
Yeah, no, let's not give
What?
out some.
No, because it's
guy-
going to out Sam. Millennial in his 30s.
He's a millennial in his
Sam,
30s,
joking
just
about.
trying to find the reason I was put on this rock. In the meanwhile, I've got all anxiety a person can ask for.
Right, great.
Just get him
Such a
on. I
great
love
song.
him. And number 1, crows can recognise and remember human faces.
Yeah. Have you not seen Game of Thrones? Crows before hoes.
No.
Gosh.
So yeah, Rick, are you sufficiently...
Was that number 1?
Yeah, I don't know if these were put in an order or...
Crows can remember faces. What's creepy about that? I can remember faces.
The faces they
Denny
remember.
must have commented on that one. Yeah, so that's the list.
Even Denny wasn't interested in number 1. Are you done with your list?
Yeah.
now?
You know I'm done with the lists.
Tab 4.
Difficult to tell sometimes.
I'm scrolling back through to see any of Denny's comments that we missed. Where it says estimate 1.3 chance police will never identify your killer if you're murdered. He then commented, "I'd probably say those odds are about the same as to where I live."
Interesting.
Where does he live? Jamaica, did you say, or the Caribbean?
The Caribbean. Shout out, Denny.
Caribbean. Nice.
So yeah, that's it, Ricky. You spooked out. Are you going to sleep with the lights on, or?
Well, let me tell you, I've been lying there in bed trying to sleep, thinking about those crows.
I think I've already gone to sleep, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're just watching the football. It's obvious what you're doing.
No, I've got text on. My internet can't cope. It's struggling just with text. 65th minute, 1-1.
Anyway, yeah. So that's probably a 3 out of 10 start to season 4 there, Rick. Wouldn't you agree?
Solid, yeah. Very creepy start. Very spooky.
So if
You're going to put some effects on. Some
yawning.
Yeah,
some
maybe.
bats or something?
Maybe, if it's on the YouTubes, if you've listened to the audio, go and watch YouTube as well. Subscribe. We're going to bury Rick alive at 10 subs. I've changed my mind, Rick. 10 subs.
In the grounds of the Langley Manor Hotel.
Exactly. Rest in peace, all at the Langley Manor Hotel.
No,
You're
I don't
not
think
killing
I don't think
everyone.
there's
What is your
anyone resting in
problem?
peace. It's a 4-star hotel. No one dead there.
Do you reckon they know it's spooky?
Probably not.
They're like, why are they
put
picking on
themselves
us?
on the list.
Just because it looks like some sort of Tudor building, why are they picking on us? Yeah, Sam, you got anything else to add?
No.
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 Rick?
No, not really.
No.
No?
No.
What are we doing next episode?
You tell us.
World Cup.
It's now
We are doing... was it the World... Yeah, we'll do the World Cup one.
Oh,
Yeah, it would have to be because it
we got
starts in a
Pumba
couple
back?
of weeks.
Yeah. He says he's coming back.
So
but who
no.
knows?
Fuck him. Are we going to do I'll see if they do a World Cup Fantasy League stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, Sam's on it.
Have a bit of
Email
fun.
the
what
Dimbers
are we
at
going to do?
gmail.com.
Predictions and all that?
Oh,
We
print
can
out
you
a
know
chart.
it, Rick. We're
Print
covering
out a
everything.
chart.
When it,
Every single
yeah,
match.
when it, if anyone wants to swap stickers as well, Sam's got the Panini sticker book.
Swapsies.
So
These are my
Send them
little
stickers.
latest.
there he is.
Oh, yes, there he is.
I've
that
got.
the book?
Who you got, Sam?
No,
Who you
I've
got?
got about 4 Thibaut Courtards. I've got.
Right, good.
If anyone
Plenty
needs a
to-
goalkeeper.
Well, no, you collect all of them. You don't. You're making your own team out of stickers.
What?
It's sticker books are hard, bless him.
I'm only having 11. I'm only having 11 in the book. I'm having a 4-4-2.
Hey, Rick, I've got Frankie de Jong there. Remember
Yeah,
him?
Yeah,
go
I'll
on.
take him.
Yeah.
Liverpool will have him soon as well.
No, they'll get Jude.
Yeah.
Jude.
So yeah, nothing else to add. We'll talk about football next time. So if you don't like
Yeah.
football, you probably skip over that one.
Yeah.
If you've listened to this
If
one,
you don't like spooky stuff, skip to the football.
Yeah,
don't like
exactly.
any of
And
it.
if-
Don't bother listening.
yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks for taking the time to find out that you don't like any of it. We'll see you next time. That was a Dimbers show.